Welcome fellow SolidWorks users to my channel. In this video, I'll be making a simple muffin or a cupcake tray using the sketch, extrude and pattern commands in SolidWorks. I will be later using this part I create to make a mold tool out of it, which I'll explain in the next video. So make sure to stay tuned by hitting the subscribe button and turning on the notifications by smashing the bell icon next to it. Let's just dive into the process of making this tray. We will start by creating a new SolidWorks document. Click on File New, or you can create a new document by clicking on the New button beside the Home icon. Select a new part document, click OK. This will bring us to the SolidWorks design interface. Now, it is always a good idea to check what units you'll be working with. In this case, I'll be using inches, so I'll change from millimeters to inches. Now we can begin sketching. You can do so by selecting the plane you want to sketch on and clicking sketch, or you can go to the sketch tab, hit sketch and then select the plane you want to sketch on. In this case, I'm using the top plane. Now we'll begin by sketching a center rectangle to draw the outline of the tray. I'll place the center at the origin and the dimensions of this will be 8 inches by 12 inches. Now we'll make the 6 individual cavities for the cups using a circle. I'll place the center of the circle at 2 inches from the left edge and at 2 inches from the top edge. The diameter of the circle will be 3 inches. I want the cups to be 3 inches in diameter at the top and 2 inches at the bottom, which I'll achieve using the revolve feature later on. Now we need to create 5 more circles identical to the one that we just created. I'll use the linear or sketch pattern, keeping the directions as same in X and Y. I'll change the distance in X as 4 inches, increase the instance count to 3. For Y, I'll increase the instance count to 2 and change the distance to 4 inches. Now in entities to pattern, I'll select the circle that we just sketched. Now you can see the direction in X is correct, but in Y, our circles are going outside the rectangular profile. So I'll reverse the direction in Y and click OK. Now we are ready to extrude this feature. I'll go ahead and click Extruded Boss or Base and Features. Select the sketch that we just made and extrude it for 0.1 inches. Hit OK. Now I'll select sketch, select the top part of the feature that we just extruded and select convert entities to sketch one of the circles. Select the circle, click OK. You can exit the sketch. Now I want to create a reference geometry that is a plane that will be parallel to the front plane but will be at the center of the circle that we just sketched. I'll do so by going to Features, Reference Geometry, Plane. As a first reference, I'll use the front plane, and as a second reference, I'll use this point. Hit OK, and now we will sketch on this plane. I'll change my view to be normal to that sketch plane. Now we can go ahead and change the geometry so that we just are viewing the wireframe and it's easier to view our sketch on. First, I'll create a center line about which I'll be revolving the sketch. I want the depth of these cups to be 1.25 inches. And as I said earlier, it will be 2 inches in diameter at the bottom. So I'll keep this at 1 inch so that when you revolve, it is 2 inches. Next, I'll make this line coincident and then include another relationship with this earlier sketch, and I'll hit pierce. I'll offset all of these by 0.1 inches and reverse the direction. So this will be how thick the cups will be. We can change the distance to be 0.05, but in this case I want to be at 0.1. Go ahead and click OK. And to revolve you need a closed sketch. So I'll just close the open edges of it. And now we can exit the sketch. All that is left now is to revolve it. Select revolve boss or base. We'll select the sketch that we just created. We'll want to revolve about this axis here and click on merge result. Make sure that this dialog box is checked so that we have one combined solid body and not two individual ones. Now we'll go back and change our view to be isometric and visible with solid edges. I'll go ahead and hide these planes and the sketch that we created earlier. Now we want to repeat this revolve feature. So we'll use the linear pattern command. Direction 1, you can select any of the edges. And direction 2, similarly. Now change the direction of both. Add 4 inches. On edge 1 we want 3. On edge 2 we want 2 instances. And for features and faces, select the revolve feature. Click OK. And there we have our tray. Now we want to remove the sharp edges on it, so I'll add the fillet feature to it. Make sure the constant size fillet is selected. Items to fillet, I'll click on the top face and all sharp edges on the top face will be selected. Click OK. And I'll repeat the same for the bottom face. And there we have our muffin tray. Thanks for watching. Make sure to leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. And follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. I'll see you in the next one.